We have added metrics to Stride. Now, I've created several videos already where I've shown you how Stride or how Claude Code writes the code, how it tests the code. I've shown you the Stride workflow. I've shown you how all these various pieces work. I haven't spent a lot of time showing you the outcome or the results of some of this. So for the metrics, that's kind of what we're going to do. What we're looking at here is a completely, totally test board in Stride. All of the data, and it's completely fabricated. I'm constantly tweaking the data in here, asking my agent to update, to create new records so that I could test different cases. But I thought this might be a good place to start to show you how some of the metrics work. As you can see on a board, there is now a metrics button. If you collect that, it takes you right to a dashboard where you can see the high-level values of the four metrics that we're tracing. One is throughput. We'll take a look at these in a moment. Cycle time. We have lead time, and then we have what we're calling wait time. We'll take a look at that here in just a little while. You also see that there are filters here where you could specify how much data do you want to see in your detailed reports. I'll go ahead and select 7 days. And I also have a really nice checkbox here, which is to exclude weekends, because 7 days often means 5 work days and a weekend. And so if we're looking at averages, we might want to exclude the weekends. I'll leave that checked for right now and just in my example. And let's go take a look at some of the boards. So here is the detail of the throughput board. And as you can see, in the last 7 days, I have test data for just 3 days. So we've got this little bar. At the top, we show the total number of tasks that were completed in that time frame, the average that we completed each day, and it will even show you which day had the most, what was that day and what was the peak. Nice little bar chart underneath of there. Something interesting here is we show you which goals were completed over the course of that time period. And then, of course, all of the tasks themselves, you can see that they're grouped by the date, and they have just some basic information about it. And so let's go back, and let's take a look at cycle time. Kind of the same type of data. I show the average, the median, the minimum, and the max for the cycle time. You've got a nice little line chart here, and you have show a trend line that kind of shows what the trend looks like. All of the tasks listed below it. If I go back, we look at the lead time, and it's a little bit different. Notice that for each of the charts, I kind of give a little description of what is included here at the top. And again, we have all of the tasks listed. Going back, the wait time is literally how much time that the board was waiting for humans. So this review wait time was whenever a story was put in review, how much time did it wait for a human to actually go out, take a look at it, and respond? So again, this is showing human waste. And the same with backlog. From the time it was uploaded until it was started, until the work was started, how much time was there? And again, this is all about trying to react as rapidly as we possibly can to new tasks being there. So these are just some statistics to kind of help us know a little bit about what's happening. Let's go take a look at real data. So this is production Stride, and this is the board where I build Stride, and we're going to look at just what I did today. So I started some work around 9 o'clock, and I wrapped up at noon for lunch. And this is what we'll be taking a look at. So the throughput, what you can see is I actually completed 15 tasks. Since I'm only looking at one, this is pretty basic. Notice that the goals that I completed, yeah, there was a security goal there. I updated to Opus 4.6 and was told, hey, it's very good at security. So I put it to the test, and sure enough, it found some security related issues. So I resolved those. And then you can see that the other tasks that I worked on were enabling the metrics for non-AI optimized boards, and then adding an Excel export. Oh, by the way, I didn't show you that. Let's increase this just a little bit to make it a little bit more interesting. And let me show you. There is a PDF export. which we'll take a quick look at the PDF. And looky there, it looks just like the data. And there also is an Excel export for each of the reports that we look at. Here, let's take a quick look at the Excel. And as you can see, it doesn't include the graphs, it includes the raw data so that you can do with it what you want. And so let's continue looking at the other charts for real data. Cycle time. So again, I'm only going to look at today's just so that we can kind of get an idea. And since there's only one data point, you don't see a lot. But you can see my average cycle time from the time that, and this literally is from the time that the agent claimed it until it was completed. The average was 5.8 minutes. It looks like I had one that took 13 minutes, and I could go through, scroll through, and see the actual tasks that I completed today. Lead time, again, it's going to show me how much time things were spent waiting. And as you can see, it's not perfect. Sometimes things were waiting for up to an hour. And that's largely because of the way that I was uploading tasks. I would literally work with Claude Code to create kind of a detailed plan for the next feature that I wanted to add. Then I would ask it to upload it to Stride, and those would sit there, and it would work them one at a time. Obviously, the way to shorten that would have been for me to kick off multiple agents at once. And finally, let's take a look at the wait time here. I didn't review anything. I told every single task. I did not mark the needs review. But as you can see, there was some time waiting, the tasks waiting for me to actually get started on them. Anywhere from 1.8 minutes to 60 minutes. Anyway, this was my very quick attempt over the weekend. I wasn't able to do any work on it yesterday, but I wrapped it up today to provide some nice metrics inside of Stride. Let me know how things are going for you, and reach out if you need any help.